Yo, guys. This is the voice of Mr. Solution. So a quick update. Of course, we're going to be analyzing BTC. We analyze BTC. We also analyze the forex pairs. But each of these will come on a different platforms. We post each of them on our various social media platforms for crypto and then for forex. So let's start with BTC first. So looking at the market, what are we seeing? So look at Bitcoin CME futures to know if there is any gap that was left over the weekend. Of course, market closed on Friday. CME market closed on Friday. We didn't trade on Saturday, opened on Sunday night. So let's see if there is any gap that was created that BTC needs to fill. So zooming in closer to the chart, I think yes, there is a gap. We have a gap here. We have a gap somewhere around here. And also looking at the gap objectively, I think it also coincides with this very resistance. Please remember, for you to get a clearer picture of this, my analysis, remember to increase the brightness of your phone or of your device because of the dark theme, the dark background I'm using. Yeah, so please increase the brightness of your device so that you can see the whole thing clearly. Okay, so we have a gap here, which as I said, it also coincides with this very downsloping resistance we have here. So there's still a tendency that BTC could still go up to fill it, maybe around 59, 59.8, 59.7 or thereabouts, yes, because the gap was created. Look at it. Market closed here on Friday night. It closed at that's closing, closed at $61,100. And then on Sunday night, it opened at opening price was 58,755. So between 61 100 and 58,755. Opening place was between 61, that's the closing price of Friday, which was 60. The closing price was 61,100, and then on Sunday night the opening price was 59,240. So you can see that there is a gap there is a gap between the opening of Friday, between the closing of Friday and the opening of Sunday. So that's the gap we are seeing here. So there is a chance that BTC could still go ahead and fill it up. We don't know when it's going to happen, but let's just keep it at the back of our minds that there is a gap that BTC created that needs to be filled. That's one. Of course, as usual, I like to analyze on more than one platform so that I could see everything clearly. So taking it a notch higher, let's look at Bitcoin future BTC perpetuals on the BitGet exchange, which is literally my favorite exchange at the moment. Of course, if you guys can remember, as a sequel to the last video I dropped where I talked about the probability of BTC going low or dropping, and it's actually playing out accordingly. And right now, there is a build up. In fact, we saw BTC go to a low of 57,600 just a couple of minutes ago. It just happened. And what am I expecting? I'm expecting that right now BTC is actually forming another build up. And what chart pattern is this? This is a bearish pennant. It's forming another bearish pennant. So let's see what happens. Is there, let me switch to 15 minutes time frame. Is that the likelihood or is that the possibility that BTC could still hover up, go right ahead, hit this very resistance before dropping? Yeah, that the potency is still there. Probably it could still go this high. And I think going this high would also coincide with the gap that was created on BTC futures. So this is in the picture. This is also in the picture, and this is also in the picture. So I'm expecting that as it stands now, BTC could still hover here, probably hit this resistance, drop again. We don't know, like at this very point in time, we just need to open our minds to all possibility. And I think it's understandable because this is Monday and this is just the first day of the week, and the market is yet to establish a path, even though we've actually seen what is going to do, that BTC would drop, but the high, how high it would go first before dropping, that's what we are not entirely certain about. But we know to a large extent that BTC is bearish, is going to drop. One of the things that has concretized that statement is this current bearish pennant that is forming. And of course, you guys can remember I had already shown to us how you can extrapolate or how you can predict the length the BTC will drop to whenever a pennant is formed. So let me just quickly walk us through that in case you've forgotten. This is where it started and then where it dropped and then started from here. Just get the length of it from between where it started and where it started forming that pennant. So get it, put it at the probable place of breakout where the breakout occurred. With breakout hasn't occurred yet, so let's just assume the breakout is going to occur here. So what are we expecting? We are still expecting BTC to go to a low of $55,000. That's really, really possible. That's a high possibility. That's a high possibility that BTC within this week we could still see BTC go even lower than $55,000. That's gonna happen. Yeah, I'm certain of that. But how high it will go first before going, having at the back of our mind that there is a gap that around 59 something that is yet to be filled. So where would BTC get to first before filling that gap? That's what we are not really certain about. But we know that to all intents and measures that BTC is gonna drop. So that's that. Let's also look at another exchange that's on Binance. Binance BTC futures on Binance. Let's also look at that to have a better grasp of what I'm saying. Okay, this is entirely a different this is a different chart. I think at this very point now, I've been able to mark out where I think BTC could get to. That's around 59,656. Remember, this very point now, this very price level also coincides with the one we have on BTC CME futures gap that was created. So this is also a probable area where BTC could get to first before going down further, or it could just drop further, go up again before pushing down. So like I said, I like to open my mind to all possibilities in the markets. You don't have a rigid mindset whenever you're approaching the market. You need to be flexible so that you can see things for what they are, not what you want them to what you want to see. No, it's better you see things for what they are and not what you would want them to look like or what you would want to see. So that's why I like to be fluid, be like water whenever you're analyzing the chart. So clearly I've been able to mark out key likely support areas that BTC could get to. We have this here, we have this here, we have this here. But like I said, BTC is pretty much, my trade just hit CP now. So BTC is pretty much bearish as it stands. So let's not remove that for our minds. Let's have that at the back of our minds that BTC is bearish, but then that it needs to go up a bit. So how high it will go before going down, that's what we are not really certain about. So there's just, even if you're entering any position now, please be very careful with your stop loss, especially if you want to short. And what I always do in such precarious conditions is that I would reduce my exposure. I will reduce my exposure and also use if I was to enter the trade with, let's say, $100, because of the probability of BTC going up again, from that $100, I might reduce it to $20, so that in case push comes to shove, that $20, it's something I can probably bear to lose, or maybe I could still put a stop loss. Maybe I can only, from that $20, out of the $20, I can only risk $10 out of it. That's what will make you profitable in the long run. So let's keep that at the back of our mind. But generally, as I said, BTC is bearish. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise, unless a drastic or a huge information gets popped up in the market, or unless something of that nature happens. But other than that, do not be dissuaded into not knowing that BTC is bearish, because prettily enough, it is bearish, and that's what I am seeing from the chart. Remember the last analysis where we looked at the weekly time frame. Recall those videos. I shared the weekly time frame and the outlook and what I was expecting. Unfortunately, BTC didn't close bullish. Instead, it closed bearish. And what are we expecting when that happens? I said, if that happens, expect BTC to drop low, and pretty much that's what we'll be seeing the rest of this week, unless a major news comes up that could probably pop the price of BTC. But other than that, we are tilting towards the bearish bias. All right, guys. So it's just what I wanted to share with us this morning. Remember to join us on Telegram, our free Telegram community, where we constantly share market updates, daily market insights, what we are expecting from the market, what we are seeing. So, and if you like this video, kindly hit the subscribe button, share the video, talk about it with your friends, and I will talk to you guys soon. Hands ahead. Salute.